the settings and I forgot what's what, and I don't feel like looking it up now because I'm on my phone. So all right, so if you're going to comment, you have to be a subscriber in order to comment. So we're going to go ahead and get the housekeeping out of the way. We're going to be talking about some things. We're going to be talking about some things um, in today's session. I won't just say reading, it's definitely going to be a session. I left the pendulum in the house. Dang it. I'm not going to start over. We'll save pendulum for later. All right, if we get to it. Whoo, y'all. Let's start off with today's message. This is what I'm actually doing an article, a Substack article about, and it's going to drop tomorrow morning. But before, child, I thought my brain came out. before before I hit live the first time, that other live is a total shit show. I'm likely going to delete it. I went into prayer because I was feeling affected. I'm going to put it that way. Hey, girl. I was feeling affected. I was feeling affected by what's going on, by the things that was playing automatically on my computer as I moved from one video to the next. Just hearing about the fecal storm we're living in is very, is very squelching, I'll say. Yeah, we're back. Oh, you liked my articles? Yeah, I've been going through something these last couple days. And I think the articles, like one article, the first one that I dropped this week, I didn't have a message for people, I just wanted to say where I was. And in it, if people saw themselves, then hopefully they will share that with me. Britt, oh girl, there you are. That's exactly it. It has not been easy to protect the light. That is absolutely it. And it was a little overwhelming this morning as as I cycled through some videos I did not actually select. They went on auto play as I was doing some work. Well, as I was going to start doing work, and instead, like, I started playing a game on the phone, which you shouldn't do when you take your Adderall. So I got a little stuck in the game. And the games are a way for me to cope with all the overwhelm, right? I use them to go to sleep, but I also use them to just cope, to zone out. And so I got locked into playing the game as my medicine took hold. However, when I started realizing that my energy was shifting, I turned to pay attention to what was playing. And so it was some very squelching stuff. Hope squelching, light squelching, suffocating type of stuff. Because the time that we're in is incredible. And we're going to read on a few of those things. And I had to remind myself, we did read that the first week of March and the second week of March, these were going to be total fecal matter shows. And I'm like, I think I need to go back and listen to those readings because it has been. Exactly, Britt. I think of them as dementors. I do. I actually do. I think of them as dementors, and I also get the analogy of Monsters, Inc., how they use our fear to power their society, whereas we need light and love to power ours, right? And collaboration too, because if you pay attention to my Monsters, Inc., and if you've never seen it, definitely watch it. It's worth a watch. But if you pay attention to it, see, I'm getting goosebumps about it just now. The fear part was the divisive part. Like, people were trained, or people or monsters were trained to elicit fear, but they were also taught to fear the other side, right? So even though you have these big and bad monsters, and the one Sully, who's incredibly good at what he does because he's this huge, big and bad monster, when he has a little girl touch him, he is freaked out and he is terrified. The same thing happened when another monster had a sock. They had to send in the hazmat team to take care of it. So it's like the thing that you fear also fears you. And that's a word. That's a message. Because they do. They fear you. They fear the power you have. They fear your voice. They fear it so much that they do the most evil stuff possible to squash you. Right? And that includes controlling the type of media that comes out. And that also includes the elevation of the type of media that gets to come out. So like, for instance, there are quite a few platforms that kind of position themselves as opposition, informational opposition, or oppositional information, such as the Bulwark, such as Midas Touch, such as whatever, iHip. Like they position themselves that way. But let me tell you, they don't help. They don't help. They don't. They don't help the cause. They don't actually help people. They continue to stoke fear and anger and division. They do not help. Like, I would say I kind of like Democracy Docket because he at least gives you what you can do. Where everyone else is just pounding with anger. And it is so funny. Let's just talk about the Tallarico thing real quick. It's so funny that anger is not allowed from the women who look like the Botox babes of iHip, you know? And they lean into that and they play up to that, and that is great. Because it is their lane, and everybody is supposed to have different lanes. But they're the lanes who get elevated. You get what I'm saying? If other people are coming with something different, they don't get the elevation. If they're coming with something more positive. I'm not talking about toxic positivity. I don't believe in that shit either. I mean, I've been trying not to cuss. I don't believe in that either. But I don't use my channel to make you afraid. You know? That's interesting. It's unusual to us to put much effort into our media intake and interactions. And the requirement of mindful, intentional usage is an adjustment. It is. But at the same time, we have the means to be mindful, right? We have the means to adjust our algorithm, but they are actively working to keep you in this space, because I noticed all my algorithms across all of my platforms have changed yet again. And they are pushing forward. Like, I got MAGA content on my stuff, and I was like, why? You know? I forget what the stuff is, because, like, I block people. I got ads, you know? I block the ads. It's just really interesting. So, anyway, I caught myself in it. And so I came out here, and before I came out here, I mean, like, if you read my last two subsects, you'll see where I've been. Is like the first one, I just felt very uneasy. Like I just felt like this uneasiness. That is the spite, the pettiness, the rage. Uh-huh. But it's like when you go to a party, right? And you're having a great time and you're vibing with people, and then you get thirsty. And you go to the cooler and all they have is soda and beer. But you want water. I don't think you've ever been thirstier than you can be when you want water and all they have is soda and beer. And you know, with the saltiness of those two drinks, you're still going to want water. It doesn't matter how cold they are, how lukewarm they are, you're still going to want something that actually quenches your thirst. This is for my water drinkers. The rest of you, I don't know what y'all do. But that's how content feels right now. I want water. I want something that is sustenance. I want to be fulfilled, nurtured, strengthened, emboldened, empowered. And the content that is out is just a trap. It's a trap. So there are even readers, like I say, I don't listen to anymore, because it's a trap. Their cynical attitude is, it's not for me right now. You know what I mean? The whole nothing's ever going to change until, no. And even though some of my content may come off as condescending, I think that's unintentional. I'm just sarcastic, I'm just a very sarcastic person. But there are people who are extremely negative, and as much as, or as easy as it is to play into the negativity, it's unnecessary. It doesn't help. Chop wood, carry water. I like that title. It's cool. So it was just shared here that there is a Substack by Jessica Craven called Chop Wood, Carry Water, which is a news, and then there's a newsletter about how we can help with calling reps or elections or something. So it's a live link now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to have that when we post. I heard that sometimes my chat is there, so we'll see. If not, just share that link after it posts so that other people can reference it when they watch the replay. But anyway, so I came out here and I prayed first because I knew how I was feeling. But when I prayed, it was a prayer of desperation. It was a prayer of a little despair too, if you get my drift. Like I had just listened to Susan Lynn, and even her energy was dampened when she's like, I'm just not expecting Congress to do what they're doing. She's like, there's clearly a path that they should be taking, but they are actively choosing not to take the path. It's like, I see it this way. I mean, as we said, the story will end the way it will end, because it will always end the way it will end. It's just how long is it going to take to get to that ending? That's the part that's up to people, right? That's the free will part. Like, we're still going to get where we get to. It's just how long is it going to take? Is it going to be now? Is it going to be a generation? Is it going to be a century? That's the thing. And at this rate, we're looking at like a generation. When the energy is saying, it's now, it's now, it's now, it's now. But these little devices that are in people's hands are very, very magical. And they are very, very harmful, the way that they're being used by these different platforms. So I came out here and I prayed. And it was like, please, give me a message. Help me understand where we are, what we're doing, where we're going. And I heard, oh, it's the parrots. I heard, be still. And even in hearing be still, I was like, I hear you. And then I heard within my body, within my spirit, don't just hear me, heed me. So, oh, okay. Well, what does be still mean, right? So, as I jotted those words down so that I wouldn't forget them, here's the message I got. And it is, don't just hear me, heed me. Be still. Don't give in to the feelings, the emotions, and the negative, fearful thoughts they are whipping up in you. All is playing out as it should. They have no might over you. Impose your will. Do not give in. Do not give up. Do not lie down, but be still. I will let you know when to go. Do not be moved by the ways of this world. And then I heard the gospel song of be encouraged, right? And the lyrics go, the little part that I kept hearing was be encouraged no matter what's going on. He will make it all right. You just have to be strong. And so that strong part kind of lit up and reverberated in me. And I got the next line here, which was, do not waver in your faith. Hold the light. And so that's people of any faith, right? It's like, don't waver in your faith. I don't mean this cult shit. I mean cult stuff that's going on. This death cult is, oh, we got to talk about that.